Welcome. I'm Cynthia Sutton, Executive Director of the Ocean Springs Chamber of Commerce Main Street Tourism Bureau. We're delighted to bring to you a special presentation. So grab a cup of coffee and some breakfast and join along with the State of the City address by Mayor Shay Dobson. We're here at the Walter Anderson Museum of Art as the setting of this year's virtual event. Fitting for an arts community that was inspired by the works of such artists as those with the Anderson family. Well, we invite you to watch along, bring your questions and comments, and listen to some updates by Mayor Shay Dobson as he presents the State of the City address. But first, I'd like to introduce you to Julian Rankin, the Executive Director of the Walter Anderson Museum of Art. Julian?
I'm Julian Rankin, Director of the Walter Anderson Museum of Art. It's our pleasure to host you this morning, and we're humbled to be a cultural and community anchor of Ocean Springs, a city that's known and is synonymous with arts and creativity. We believe the museum here is both a jewel box of the past, but also a place to reignite that legacy for future generations. Our message today is one of interconnection, because no community, no family, neighborhood, city, state, or nation exists in isolation. Like the barrier islands, we are connected. And those that do prosper do so through the strength and resilience that comes from working together. Now, without further ado, please join me in welcoming the Mayor of Ocean Springs, Shay Dobson.
Hello and good morning, Ocean Springs. I want to thank you for joining us today here at the Walter Anderson Museum of Art. We're having to do things a little bit differently today, and so I want to thank the museum and the Ocean Springs Chamber of Commerce for putting this together so that we can get this State of the City address out to you in a safe and efficient way. Our year has been defined by the COVID-19 global pandemic. It's been a very eventful year, and we've all had different trials and such, but our community has really responded in an excellent way by really doing what they can to wear the mask and socially distance when necessary. So I just want to remind everybody that those restrictions are still in place and our restaurants are at limited capacity right now. However, we've had tremendous support from the community and cooperation from the businesses. The Ocean Springs Chamber of Commerce, I want to thank for putting together the campaign of #OSCommunityStrong and #MaskUp to remind residents and visitors to do what they can to slow the spread and to stay healthy. And because of this, we've been able to really have a really good year with our financials despite some setbacks. Our sales tax and food and beverage tax are both on target to bring in what was budgeted even with COVID-19. To date, sales tax is up $106,000 as compared to this time last year, and that's due to you, the community, for supporting our small businesses with pickup and curbside options. Our food and beverage tax took a small hit for the months of March, April, and May. However, June 2020 saw a $16,000 increase for food and beverage over June of 2019. Our city financials and budget. Our fiscal year budget of 2020-2021 will be approved on October 1st. We have some water meters that have had to be replaced. We started out with 4,100 that needed to be replaced. Now we're down to right at about 600. We were able to save a lot of money on this because the company who provides us with the water meters donated them, and I want to thank the city clerk for working to make that possible. Our water and sewer income is up right at $100,000. With the addition of an employee pay scale, our turnover rate has gone from 27% down to 15%. And there's more cost efficient to retain an employee than it is to hire a new one, especially in the fire and police departments. We're receiving lateral transfers as opposed to new employees who still need to go to the academy. We are paying cash for a boom truck, a street sweeper, and 5 additional trucks. We expect to pay off 3 loans during the 2020-2021 budget. Speaking of city financials and saving money, we have a gas tank that we have installed. With the addition of the gas tank at the police department, we have saved $37,000 in approximately 10 months, with only about half of the city using it for fuel. During the 2020-2021 budget, all city vehicles will use this gas tank, and we expect even more savings. Our Parks and Recreation Department has done a phenomenal job. We have a new Parks Director, Stephen Glorioso, and he's doing an excellent job. He's learning a lot right now. We will have an Arts and Culture Coordinator to manage the Mary C. and all community arts initiatives throughout the entire city. We have new lights at the Ryan Youth Center that will be installed in this year's budget. Our sports that the city offers is volleyball, flag football, and basketball. And there are other sports that other organizations are putting together that we support. The restrictions for COVID has made it a little, has limited the amount of visitors, and so we just want to encourage everybody to bring your own chairs. Concessions will still be offered with restrictions. Our after-school program has about 90 participants, and we have some brand new restrooms being installed at Martin Luther King Park, which will open very, very soon. Highway 57 Sports Complex. We have 135 new parking spots on the baseball side of the complex, which includes 3 entry sidewalks and ADA parking. Our Public Works, they have completed drainage for Bills Avenue and Oak Park Elementary. We've paved numerous roads throughout the city. We've installed new water and sewer lines on Bills Avenue. Our beautification has improved in areas such as the Marquee and the Bell Tower. Operated during COVID-19, they were down at as many as 18 people, and they continue to provide and continue the great service that these hardworking men and women are known for at the Public Works Department. For fire, we have a new fire training facility that's on the way. The Fire Training Center will be the only one in Jackson County to conduct live fire training. It'll be a 3-story tower with an interior stairway for firefighters and first responder training. The city's fire rating will lower from a 5 to a 4, which will save every property owner, both commercial and residential, by reducing insurance premiums. The bulk of the savings will be on the commercial side, and so this is an economic development tool that will go a long way, but obviously the main priority is the safety and the enhanced training that our first responders will receive. For our police department, 2020 has been a trying time, and we want to thank all of our law enforcement officers for all the great work they do. Lord knows that they need our support and our prayers more than anything today. And we have a recruitment video that we put together for the police department, which I'd like to go ahead and show now.
Are you a police officer, or do you want to become a police officer? Do you want to work for a community who actually supports the police? If your answer is yes, then the Ocean Springs Police Department wants to meet you. Located on the beautiful Gulf Coast, the city of Ocean Springs is known for its arts and entertainment venues, as well as its top-rated school district and low crime rate. Our officers receive all of the latest law enforcement equipment and technology to help serve our community. We offer competitive pay with annual step increases, a great benefits package, and civil service protection. If we sound good to you, check us out.
Thank you, OSPD.
Thank you, OSPD. We love you.
Thank you, OSPD.
Thank you, OSPD.
We have a new camera project, the NOLIA Camera Project. Camera system will be owned by the University of New Orleans. It'll be located at different points throughout the city to help track stolen vehicles. In the event of a robbery or burglary, we can track the make and model of the vehicles. Also will be installed at Public Works and Parks Department for security and safety. If there are any HOAs or businesses interested in this, please contact the police department. And I want to stress that this is not a red light camera or used to enhance any kind of code enforcement or anything like that. This will help with investigations and just life and safety. A new project that we're very excited about is Stillman Lane. For those of you who aren't familiar with where Stillman Lane is right off of the south portion of Ocean Springs Road, behind Woody's Bar and Grill. We're expanding this. Right now it's a dead end, but we're expanding it and we're going to punch it through to what we have been referring to for the past few years as Concrete Road. And this road is the road that is right there by the old Blockbuster, for those of you who are old enough like me to remember the Blockbuster. And I'm very excited that instead of concrete road. This road was donated by the Clark Levi family and will be named after the late Clark Levi himself. And so this Stillman Lane project will go a long way in economic development and the safety of that entire area. Our wayfinding study in public safety will be concluded and completed by early 2021. This initiative goes a long way in looking at the speed limits throughout the entire city. We're looking at lowering some speed limits. Don't worry, not all speed limits will be lowered, but certain ones that are necessary will be lowered, in addition to increased signage or any other security measures that myself and the alderman and our planning department and the residents seem fit. This is a very exciting initiative that we're excited to put through. Walkability is amongst the most important aspects of creating a new city and moving forward into the new century, and we're excited to be on the cusp of that. We have a new website, and this will bring the live streaming into the city. We have the full agenda packets available online. It'll have live video. You'll be able to view previous meetings. They'll have all the press releases. We'll have bill payment, and you can even sign up for paperless water bills. I know, like many of you, you're concerned about the environment and want to do everything you can to go paperless whenever possible. So please go to the city website and sign up for paperless water bills. I want to thank everybody for all the support in 2020. This has been a very, very eventful and trying year. But with your help, we've been able to exceed some expectations and support our small businesses and organizations that really are the lifeblood of the community. I've said it again, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, that what makes a community go from good to great are the people. And so it's the people, it's you, who I want to thank for everything. And with that, thank you. Stay healthy, stay safe.